Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Deadeye chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroad, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself.
Seems more like
But
in your name.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The Predator isn't the only threat. Slice and dice. Let's pocket that. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation... It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Flash the slash. Keep hammering away. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. That paid off. He wants to...
Come weepa, pilfov iko, web, ba, lo yua, alo, putulka, nuka, nuburak.
Had it... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike. You'll need a net. You hand... He says... He lost you there. The tree stuck. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse, that his friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Regardless, you're getting the hang of it. Quickest way. know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it. He's heard the story. Anyway, he can't understand.
Good work, clever cogs.
Ah, you're...
Wait,
I always...
just...
There's Out-of-Date again. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Another fork in the road. It's either the... It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. sharp. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says he welcomes you, but he was hoping you'd show up. The Sifu says sometimes, if you believe there's some, he thinks you should their kin. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both. Anyway. beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurrowed. End of the line. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. You're bruised. Get out. Time is lost on this place, but it... Let's see. As time passes, memory... Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you... He thinks you should really... He says, at least... Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you promised you'd train with her before the sun... Here's another familiar face with locks on his... He was hoping you could help him... He wonders what usefulness you found. You did well, but he can't. It looks like she's starting to. You know she doesn't like waiting. She wants you to grow up and start. They look determined. He asks you to stop right there and wonders. There's no. He wa. She asks if you're hurt. Here's someone close to heart. He asks if you could help him too. He's curious to see. He's gathered. He says it's a. The style. You should take. Your Muma says it's about. Your Muma says you did well. Catchy.
Turi kumbala mua.
Your Moomas.
Urasa durut. Kamonu.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Can't see.
You should...
Vaseno kasaman waru.
Your Mooma says you looked...
Kanamunta.
Rest, and you'll find strength. Nothing can stop Lupa-Lupin. Your Mooma urges you to... A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Whatever happened, here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water. Your Mooma says you can make it if you believe in it. Wesh. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone, as the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a... They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulks on the loose. might want to fall back.